An evil Superman? That is something that I would love to see. And especially having the wanting to see Batman going against. That's the fight that I would have been so excited for to see on the big screen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, set, go.
Brightburn, everybody. Wow, I gotta say, when I saw the preview to this movie, it was just phenomenal. I absolutely loved the idea of having an evil Superman movie. Even though it has no connections to Warner Brothers or DC Comics or to the DC Extended Universe, it has no connections at all whatsoever. It's its own original film that's directed by David Yarvosky, and it's produced by James Gunn, that we all know from who directed the movie Super and Guardians of the Galaxy and the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And it's just phenomenal just getting to know that idea, because like I said, I love horror flicks. I think horror movies are fantastic, and just getting to having not just having some like slasher villain like Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger or Chucky or Jason Voorhees, so on and so forth, or demonic figures like The Exorcist or the Conjuring. Now we're going in a different route here by inviting superheroes as the ultimate villains of horror films. I like it. I love it. I think it's super cool. And when I watch this movie, it's not a huge film. Just pointing that out there. You see my excitement. You would assume that this is going to be the biggest and most exciting film of all time. Unfortunately, not. I just like the idea. I love the idea of where they originated this from, and I just think it's a great direction to take it towards. And I think that this movie was, even though it's such a small, closed cased film, I could actually see this expanding itself, being something much more greater than anticipated it to be. So in this movie, we have this character called Brandon Breyer that's played by Jackson A. Dunn. Not familiar with this actor, but I actually really liked him in this. I can actually picture him as an evil version of Clark Kent, and even though Superman has had its own, upcoming, some terrible things, being bullied and things like that. But in which cases you see this character, Brandon Breyer, him being teased and made fun of, and making him look like a weirdo. Instead of having the positive characteristics that he has inside of him growing up and using his superpowers to do good, this time it's turned around to where instead of him saving the day, now he's out there taking revenge, putting punishment on those that made fun of him, that made him feel very low. And I can understand that, because if you were to have something like that today, if you had something like that today, where you had an alien baby come out of the sky and being raised and tortured by other kids, bullied and teased by, you really think that certain boy or a certain individual would want to grow up having to save the world? If that were to happen, yes, it could be a possibility, but in which cases nowadays kids are very dramatized by bullying in schools, and I would think that a child themselves would want to take advantage of their superpowers to seek revenge on those that really put him down. So I like the idea. It's like the same origin. We don't know where this character came from. All we know is that it came from the sky and was raised by these by their parents who happen to be farmers, just like Superman and Superman's parents, and brought up in a small little town called Brightburn, just like Smallville. And I actually, I really did have a lot of fun with this. This was really great. And the mother is played by Elizabeth Banks. She's phenomenal. I really do love how the way she acts in this film. She really does. I know that she has a lot in her. She's very, very talented. Which is why I really was disappointed by her when she acted as Rita Repulsa in the latest 2017 Power Rangers film. That was the worst thing about that film. But just getting to seeing her in this one, she's great. I love her as an actress. She's just phenomenal. She's not a great director. She's directed several films in the past as well, but in this one, I think that it's a huge plus. Her husband, who's the dad to the evil Superman, is David Denman, and I like this guy too because I recently seen him in like The Office. He's in The Office TV show, and then he's also playing the dad to Jason, the Red Ranger, in Power Rangers, the movie with Elizabeth Banks. So it's pretty cool seeing them two working together. We also got Matt L. Jones is in this from. We all know where we've seen him from. He's recently in the TV show Breaking Bad, which I recently saw. Which cases there is gonna be a Breaking Bad movie. Wow, on Netflix. I'm really excited about that. I can't wait. And then we get Emmy Hunter, who is kind of like what you would say a a Lois Lane or a Lana to this evil Superman, but unfortunately there is no love connection between the two. Instead, it just turns itself into a different direction to where she just looks at him as very weird, very strange, like a pervert, things like that, so on and so forth. Because the parents, they think that just because he's getting these sudden changes, acting very differently, they would assume it's just puberty, it's just him growing up. That's why he's behaving in that certain way. But instead, no, he's getting these interactions, like some communication from a faraway distance, telling him, you're here for a reason, you're here for a purpose, you're here to take the world. So that's very interesting. Maybe he might have, taken that a little differently. Maybe it was meant for something else. But I don't know. I was really, really happy with this. Gregory Allen Williams, if there's some crime that's going to be committed in the film, of course there's going to be some certain detective or a sheriff that's going to be investigating and, growing suspicious of the main character. So, that's what his character is all about in this film. It's really cool on how he dies in the movie. You think that he would be the one saving the day. Instead, as soon as he comes right on in, boom, he just smashes him into pieces, blood all over the place. It's really horrific. I mean, wow. And, there's a lot of horror stuff in this. I know that in the trailer you see one of these, the victims, she gets smashed in with some glass in her eye, and you just literally see her pulling that glass out of her eye in the trailer, and you're just like, what? And then you get another guy, he gets his jaw broken off. He's just, it's just flying all over the place. You're just like, oh my god, this is so, I can throw up just thinking about it. I mean, it's just horrific, but it's great to watch. And so the ending, it's just, there's a certain sequence in the film that made you know how this movie was going to be ending, just having to visualize this, seeing the spaceship, thinking that, okay, it's a piece of a spaceship, the mother, she takes a shard off and she's going to stab her son with it, knowing that he's evil, this and that, and, it's just like, you would think that, that's how the evil Superman gets killed, but instead, he's not stupid. He knows already. He's not. He knows that he has a purpose and he has a vision as to what he's going to be doing with himself and his life and his superpowers. So so he's not going to let her go off that easy. So he gets her. He flies his mom off out into the sky and just drops her, and she falls. I mean, just like, yep, that's pretty much what we knew was going to happen. Either he was going to get killed by his mom, or you know, he was going to be what he was meant to be by becoming this ultimate evil superhero, wreaking havoc around the world. So, and I love on how the dad, you know, the dad already, he assumes, you know, he's just like, you know what, I called him my son, I raised him as my son, but the thing is, he's not our son. And he's, you know, we found him in the woods, in the spaceship, you know, and he's doing all these weird on-off things, and, you know, and I gotta shoot him, I gotta kill him, you know, because, you know, he already killed my best friend, he's killing other people, he's wreaking havoc on others, and nobody's suspecting him. So, and you know, as soon as he shoots him, he's like, the next horrific thing is like his son actually literally just he super beams the red lights out of his eyes and just puts right into his skull, and just from the front all the way to the back. And I was like, wow, man, that is deep, that is hardcore. I mean, wow. I can't believe what I just saw there. So it was great. You know, there's a nightmare scene in there as well too. Just having to know that, you know, like how dark this is gonna be getting, and I really do love the ending. The ending has like a mid-credit scene where you get, of course, Michael Rooker has to be in this, and Michael Rooker, I mean, oh god, I love him. And when I see him, I'm just like, oh man, I love this guy. And he's doing like this news broadcast, and, you know, like a podcast where he's saying, you know, like, this is an evil being, and, you know, there's some, and the thing that's shocking about this is that he's not the only one. There's an evil half fish, half man lurking around the ocean, you know, killing people there, and I was just like, that's an evil Aquaman. And then they say that like there's this witch, you know, strangling people with her rope, and this is that. I was like, that's an evil Wonder Woman. I was like, oh my god. And then there's a certain picture. There's a picture there that shows, you know, evil Superman, evil Aquaman, and evil Wonder Woman. But then there's another picture in the bottom. It's kind of hidden, but I think that's the Rainn Williams character from Super. So I'm thinking that Brightburn is a sequel to that. So because, you know, in which cases, you know, the main character in the movie Super wasn't really a hero. You know, he's killing people, he's just, you know, torturing everybody and all that. So I'm thinking he's not really a good guy. You know, he may have some good intentions, but I really do feel like you know, like he's as much of a bad guy as Brandon Breyer's evil Superman is. So, I mean, it was just fun. I had a great time with this movie. You know, even though that it's a small film, and I really do wish that, you know, hopefully this gets enough to where it can expand itself, becoming a great, huge, horrific franchise. So, Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie a good 57%, and for me, I loved the movie. By giving it a great and awesome 76%. You thought I was gonna go higher than that. No, 76% I give it. You know, there's some things about the film that I really didn't like, but it's not as highly memorable as the many amazing things that I loved about the movie. You know, only the fact that, you know, like, yes, we don't really know the very you know, the backgrounds of everything, you know, as to where he came from, as to what's going to happen next, and are we going to be seeing these other evil superhero creatures as well. So it's very exciting. I hope there's a sequel. I hope that there's other films that tie in, you know, having a great connection with this. I hope it's going to be a really amazing franchise. So that's my review for Brightburn. What did you guys think? Did you guys go check out this movie? If not, I know that the movie is out on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital. Buy yourself a copy, check it out, and then watch my video and let me know what you guys think down in the comment section in the bottom. And let's have an awesome time talking about this movie, because I love to talk about movies, but more importantly, I love to talk about them with you. And don't forget that you can check out some more of my videos on Facebook and on YouTube. Just check me out at Awesome Joe Movie Reviews. And don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button. I highly appreciate it very much, you guys, for supporting my channel. But other than that, I'm Awesome Joe. Keep on living the dream, and as always, stay awesome. Thank you guys so much once more again, and I'll see y'all in the next video.